Coronation Street, P694/567, Part 1, Take 1.
Edited transmission copy.
Glad to see you. I tell you, I'll never look another telephone in the eye again.
I bet. Your phone.
There.
Right. If it rings again, I'll answer it, all right?
You're welcome. What exactly do you hope to do?
Well, it's like I said, we've not been getting very far. He knows we're intercepting your calls, doesn't he?
I suppose so.
So he hoped you'd try and talk to him.
Oh, he never answers.
He might, if you try.
Well, suppose he does. What then?
I listen in. I've got some equipment in here.
Oh, I see. Well, you better take your coat off. Sit down. I didn't know you did this sort of thing.
We don't, always.
Oh? Lucky me, then.
That's right.
Hey, it'll not go on my bill, will it?
No, it's all part of the service. It's nice and warm in here.
It's all right, isn't it? We've been here about a year now.
We?
Me and Trish. Me mate Trish. She's the one I share it with, you know.
And where's she tonight?
Got a date. Philip Harper. She doesn't like him all that much, but she got nothing better to do.
Poor Philip.
Cup of coffee?
Please.
Least I can do. Make yourself at home.
Sorry, did I make you jump?
All right. It's the state he's got me into.
Sorry. Only I'll have mine black.
Right. That's Trish.
Nice looking girl.
All right.
How come you've not got a date tonight?
I had. He broke his leg playing for Work's football team work before last.
Hard luck.
For him?
Of course.
That kettle takes ages.
Oh well. No rush.
All right for you to phone. Phone now early, you know. Let's see if it's all right.
Very well, but kindly reverse the charges.
Right, ta.
Same again, love.
Not for me, thanks. Do you realise, Ernie, that for a mere £100,000, you could be the proud owner of your own 10-bedroom mansion, complete with its own deer park?
Here's me taking out a second mortgage.
Yeah, it just goes to show, though, doesn't it? I mean, there's still money kicking about in this country somewhere. Half a bitter.
Right. Well, I wouldn't have thought this was quite your cup of tea, Bet. A bit posh, isn't it?
Well, you wouldn't have thought right then, love. I borrowed it this morning from dentist. See, it had this recipe in I fancied, but looking again, I don't think I'll bother. I mean, I hardly ever have 12 people to my place for dinner. Hey, Mrs. Walker, do you reckon Dave Smith has his own deer park?
I've no idea, Bet. But if he has, he almost certainly got it on a discount. I do wish he'd stop talking about Dave Smith. Money isn't everything.
Oh, yeah, you're all right then, eh? Yeah. Oh, struggling, you know. Oh, no. Oh, look, there's the pips. Yeah, I'll see you next week. Ta-ra.
Further development, Stanley?
Oh, well, the baby's due early, apparently. Illa says they're going to introduce it.
Oh. Oh, well, Hildred will be back in our midst, then.
Right.
Ah, well, never mind, Stan. All good things must come to an end sometime.
Eh?
Don't you worry, lovey. Your secret's safe with me.
What secret?
Maybe just pop round for a minute. Make quite sure she's all right.
Oh, look, love, I mean, she's got Tricia with her.
Tricia isn't with her. She's got a date tonight. I heard her boasting about it. I mean, that poor girl's just sitting there waiting for that creature to ring.
If he rings, or ever has rung.
Oh,
Well, look, we know Gail, love, don't we? I mean, how do we know that she's not just making the whole thing up?
I'm worried, Ernest.
Coffee all right for you?
Smashing.
Wonder if he will ring again.
We'll have to see.
Well, you might have put him off. Intercepting his calls, I mean.
We might.
It's funny that. Presume it's a fella. Never actually heard him speak. It could be a woman. Still, usually it's fellas.
Yeah.
Must be dead sick in the head, mustn't he?
What makes you say that?
Don't you think so? Ringing folk up like that?
Perhaps he's just lonely.
Nobody's that lonely.
You'd be surprised. It's a terrible thing, loneliness. It eats your guts away, like acid.
You married, are you?
I'm too young to die.
Bad as that, is it?
Are you married?
No, of course not.
Well, how do you know? My mother and dad hated one another. She blamed him for me. Didn't really want any kids. She said that I brought her down. She used to go on and on and on at him. And he used to just sit there taking it, fighting back with this indifference. I used to wish once, just once, he'd get up and...
Yeah. Well, not all marriages are like that.
Perhaps not.
More coffee?
No thanks, girl.
Do you know my name?
You give it us when you phoned up about the calls, didn't you?
Oh, yeah. What's your name?
John.
John what?
John Lane.
Tell me, what's the set-up between Fairclough and this Rita Littlewood? I mean, what, does he pay the rent on this place, for instance?
Shouldn't you ask her that?
Well, I would do if she was here, but she's not, is she? She's away singing in Northampton.
It wouldn't bother me if she stopped there. I've taken quite a liking to this flat.
You've been mates long, you and Rita?
Same school. Market Street Mixed Infants.
Oh. Tell me something, is she a good singer?
Not bad. Well, what did you think of me tonight?
I thought the pianists were very good.
Charming. So you're not going to put my name in lights then? Oh, well. So, are we going to have some champagne? Or have we to wait until it's the right temperature?
Not if you can't tell the difference.
I can't, love. I'm just a peasant, me.
Looks like he is having a night off tonight.
It's early yet.
Would you like to hear some records?
No.
Look, don't you think you should be getting off home? It doesn't seem fair, me keeping you up like this.
I don't mind.
Seem fair, though.
I can stop all night if necessary.
Yeah.
I'm on nights anyway, and I'd rather be here than stuck on my own. In the office.
You can't stop all night, though. Trish'll be back.
We'll see.
I'll just go rinse these. Was that a knock?
What?
Good evening.
Hello.
John Lane, Ernie Bishop.
Pleased to meet you. You're from the post office, I believe.
Telephones, yeah.
Yeah. Well, my wife just asked me to come round and see that Gail was all right. You know what women are like.
Yeah.
Oh, well, in that case, I'll be getting along then. I won't stay for coffee, love. Thanks for me. Sorry, I butted in.
Bye.
See you out.
Oh, don't bother, no. it's all
No,
right.
well, thanks for coming. Mrs. Bishop, too.
But what's he actually...
Well, he wants me to try and get him to talk if he rings again.
Yeah.
Then he can listen in. He's got some equipment.
Probably trying to trace the call. That'll be what it is.
Something like that.
All right?
Yeah.
OK, I'll see myself out then. Bye.
Is he gone?
Yeah. I'll go finish that washing up.
I wonder if Fairclough does pay the rent on this place.
We should stop talking about Len Fairclough.
Well, me and him are old mates. Well, mates. More protagonists in the battle of life. Because if he is paying the rent, it's a bit out of his style, isn't it? I mean, he likes to think of himself as Kirk Douglas, but actually he's more your Victor McClaglan's.
Victor McClaglan? That dates you.
Oh, well, I'm a dirty old man.
Yes, but a rich, dirty old man.
True!
So tell me about these clubs you own.
Well, there's only 4.
And you're not married.
Not anymore.
Amazing.
What is?
Well, yesterday I had no home, no money, very little prospects for the future. And look at me now.
Well, you must come and look at my club sometime.
I thought you'd never ask.
It's taken a long time.
I didn't realise.
Do you want any help?
No. No, I've finished now. It's nearly 11 o'clock. I don't think he'll ring now, do you? Mr. Lane.
It makes you wonder. Why he bothers.
Loneliness, he said. Look, I really think you should be going.
Or a feeling of power.
How?
Hearing the catch in their voices when they're frightened of you. I mean, really frightened.
Please go.
Perhaps you should get undressed. Go to bed.
But Ernest, a GPO engineer at this time of night?
That's what she said he was.
And obviously that's who he'd said he was, but so what? Let's face it, you can't even get through to the engineers after 5 o'clock.
But some sort of emergency service, then.
Oh, Ernest, in this day and age, I'm going to ring her.
I think you should go to bed.
I want to go to bed.
But I want you to go to bed.
There's no reply.
But are you sure they're putting you through?
They said they were doing.
Hello, what number are you calling? I'm sorry, you have the wrong number. They had the wrong number. Now, please, get into bed. It's late.
Coronation Street, P694/567, Part 2, Take 1.
No, it doesn't matter, thank you. She says it's engaged now.
Wasn't it? Kept ringing me. Please go. Please go away.
Can I see you again tomorrow?
Well, I'll have to think about it, won't I?
Look, don't go in yet.
Look, it's freezing out here. Philip, have a chip, it's late. Philip!
You live here at the shop?
Yeah, I was just going in.
Have you got a key?
Of course.
Well, let's have it.
What's happening?
Go on, open this door.
Are you all right?
Tell them. Please. Tell them I did nothing.
Will you open this door?
Will you? Please.
All right, love.
I mean, what a lot of people don't realise is that it's an offence to make anonymous phone calls, even if you don't say anything.
I suppose we all ought to be grateful that he isn't facing a graver charge. And thank goodness that you responded so promptly.
Well, I'm only sorry now that I left it as long as I did.
When in doubt, call the police. That's always been my motto.
Well, how is poor Gail today? Does anybody know?
Here's somebody who should.
Oh, yes.
Hi.
How's our kid this morning?
Oh, a bit wackery, you know. Has the doctor been yet? Yeah, said she got to stay in bed, but, well, you know what she's like. Tomato potato, please.
Right, love.
Can I get you something, dear?
No, thanks, Mrs. Walker. I better get her back when she's, you know, still a bit jumpy.
Yeah, love.
Right.
No, have them on me, a sort of get-well present.
Oh, thanks.
Fit to be seen yet, is she?
Yeah.
Would it be all right if I nip down for a few minutes?
Yes. Oh, and Bet, love, take this will. Small pick-me-up on behalf of the Rover's return.
Oh, right.
Thanks, Mrs. Walker.
Guess who?
Oh, hello.
Merry Christmas.
Well, thank you very much. What have I done to deserve this?
Does there have to be a reason?
Oh, yeah, nice. I'll just put them in the sink.
Had your lunch yet?
No.
Good, you can come and have some with me.
Well, I'm not ready. Still in me muck, as they say.
Well, you look all right to me.
Well, where are we going, then?
Well, we'll start at the Rovers and work our way up. Come on, get your coat on, I'm starving.
2 minutes.
30 seconds.
Don't be so bossy.
I'm not bossy, darling. I'm masterful.
All right, yeah, I'll see you.
Well, come on, don't keep us in suspenders.
It's a girl, 8.5 pounds.
Oh, good. How are they,
Mother
both?
and daughter doing well, and grandmother.
Oh, good. What are you having, Stanley?
No, my shout.
Now, don't just come out with things like that, love. It can be a very nasty thing, can shock.
Do you want a drink or don't you?
What? Not only do I want one, I want to be able to tell my grandchildren about it.
Then don't be sarky, yeah?
1 pint of mild, a vodka for me, and a dry sherry. This is going to hurt you, Stanley, love, a lot more than it's going to hurt me.
Another thing. What did you mean the other day when I told you Hilda was coming back?
Don't worry about it, Stanley.
How can I worry when I don't know what to worry about?
But that's not the point, is it, Stanley? I mean, it's not whether you know that matters, it's whether she knows.
Who?
Our Hilda.
Knows what?
Why? Or to put it another road, how come?
How come what?
How come you are the way you are?
Eh?
Now look, Stanley, when your Hilda goes away on a trip, you're usually in a mess, aren't you? You know, kitchen's full of mucky tins, sink full of mucky pots. Well, when I come round to your place yesterday, it were as clean as a new pin, weren't it?
Well, I haven't been eating at home, have I?
Well, exactly, Stan. She's going to want to know where you've been eating and with whom. I know how she feels about Inkerman Street.
I've never been near Inkerman Street.
I believe you, Stanley. The question is, will she?
1 large Scotch, 1 vodka and tonic.
Bet. 1 large Scotch, 1 vodka and tonic for Mr. Smith. Who's that woman?
She's a mate of Rita's. She's living in her place while she's away.
Still with us, Mr. Smith?
I'm afraid so, Mrs. Walker.
And it's still a pleasure trip?
That's right.
Reticent, isn't he, dear?
Oh, I don't know.
Depends how well you know him.
You know, I wouldn't have thought that there was the same demand for nightclubs in the present economic climate.
Well, that's not the way it works, Mrs. Walker. You see, it's all a question of bread and circuses. The harder times get, the more people are prepared to shell out to forget about it. Cheers.
Cheers. I've heard a rumour that a nightclub might be opening up locally.
Really?
You've not heard about it, I suppose?
No. But then I don't listen to gossip, Mrs. Walker. Know what I mean?
A nightclub? Across the road. £500,000 I heard he was putting into it. But one simply can't just go and open a nightclub like that without so much as a buy or leave from the residents.
Well, that's what I've heard anyway, from a very reliable source.
Oh, we'll have to see about that, won't we? A nightclub indeed.
What's up with her all of a sudden?
Well, you can see her point of view, can't you? Not everybody wants a nightclub on the doorstep.
Why? What harm will it do?
Well, for a start, it's going to be noisy, isn't it?
Look, everything that's interesting's noisy. It's just a killjoy, Emily Bishop.
Look, if you hadn't been for her last night, I might not be alive at all. And where were you when I needed you? Downstairs, snogging it with Philip Harper.
Well, how did I know you were going to have cocoa with Jack the Ripper, and I was not snogging?
All right, let's talk about something else.
Well, you know what the doctor said? You've got to keep it right out your head.
I'm trying, but it's not that easy. Now, let's talk about something else.
All right, what do you want to talk about?
Dunno.
Hey, what did it feel like when you realised who it was?
Trish.
All right, I'm sorry. I don't know why you just didn't run out.
Look, Trish, let's just drop the subject, all right?
All right.
All right.
I won't mention it until you do.
Right, you're on.
Oh, Gail, come on. Honestly, you can't spend the rest of your life not answering a phone. Hello? Oh, hello. It's Deirdre Langton for you, she just heard.
Hello. Oh, it were awful. Yeah. 2 hours. I just opened the door and let him in. Terrified.
Oh. A nightclub just across the road. It's beyond belief.
Do you mind if I just finish my tea, love, before we leap to the nearest barricade?
It's not funny, Ernest.
Never said it was, love. I just want to finish my tea, that's all.
You just can't have it. It's as simple as that.
And from what you've just told me, it looks as if we've got it.
You don't have to accept it. Got to do something about it.
Like what?
Well, protest, I suppose.
Oh, no, people are up to here with protests, love.
Well, what else can we do?
I know, love.
And don't care either, presumably.
Well, let's be mercenary about it for a change. Let's let somebody else run up and down on the white charger.
Mercenary?
Yeah, you never know. They might need a pianist. Sorry.
You're not going anywhere special, then? I thought you must have at least been going to a wedding or something, road you're dressed up.
It's nothing special, love. I've had it ages. Honest.
By heck, I've got to hand it to you. You don't let grass grow under your feet.
Never look a gift fella in the wallet. Isn't that what they say?
I must remember that.
I would.
Well, well, were your ears burning, Mr. Smith?
Somebody's always talking about me somewhere, darling.
What's all this about? You opening a club across road, then?
What club?
Do you know, I should know better than to ask, shouldn't I? Scotch?
Right.
Flipping heck, I don't believe it.
Blanche!
Dave Smith!
God, give us a kiss! How long's it been?
Too long.
You're looking marvellous.
You're looking prosperous yourself.
Hey, a large gym for the lady. What are you doing around here?
I run the shop at the bottom of the street.
Oh, you serving behind a counter?
Well, they did ask me to run the Tory party, but Maggie Thatcher beat me to it.
Oh, come and sit down and tell us all about it. It's got to be 20 years. The Tower Ballroom Blackpool was the last time, wasn't it?
Right.
And when I got back, you'd gone.
Well, I met this Yang, didn't I?
20, oh, right.
Will you give him this, love, or shall I?
What are you doing, Helen?
No, I just came.